Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between XeLSinG versus Paladyn. This game taking place here on Turtle Rock. On the bottom right, or on the bottom, I guess left hand side, or at the 5 o'clock position, we have XeLSinG spawning under the name WarCraft. Yeah, anyways, yeah. Some people say, how come you don't know how to pronounce these names? I'm like, well, I just don't. Anyways, XeLSinG spawning as the red orc going up against Paladyn, who is spawned as the yellow night elf. Let's go ahead and speed things up, get this game underway. We don't need to see the summoning of Altar of Elders and or the summoning of or the construction of the Altar of Storms, as it is going to be a Blade Master going up against a Demon Hunter. Alright, in years past, I would have predicted that 9 times out of 10 and been right. This time, however, seeing the classic agility heroes in this Orc versus Night Elf matchup, well, is should have some nice new strategies or nice new gameplays. We'll just have to take a look and see what the strategies will be. No Keeper of the Grove for that tempo-based play, and, well, no Farseer with Headhunters to open things up. It would be absolutely crazy if we did see Druids of the Talons and versus Raiders in this matchup ultimately, as that would definitely be a blast from the past. Coming back through, though, Turtle Rock does have, well, some rather interesting games because of the number of gold mines and creep camps on the map. Blade Master quickly walking on over, has a Circuit of Nobility, gonna go ahead and get a Windwalk strike onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter already, well, being forced to retreat back as the Blade Master trying to chase him down, however, unable to catch up that distance just quite yet. Blade Master a little bit behind on experience after not clearing up any of his own creep camps. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter, while having Gauntlets of Overstrength and a Ring of Protection, currently okay. Hello, Cherry Boy Benji. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Know you have choices for all of your, well, Twitch and streaming viewing as things are already getting underway. Now, a side effect of the archers constantly being forced to be healed here is that the Blade Master, the Blade Master is actually dealing damage to the Demon Hunter by making it so that the Demon Hunter is not going to be able to refill from these Moonwells nearly as much. You can see that the Moonwells are 3 of them down, but they are taking a little bit of damage as the Blade Master now goes after some of these wisps instead. The Dust of Appearance looks like it will be coming to an end, and Demon Hunter now making its way over, gets a mana burn off as a departing gift. As well, the Blade Master going to be forced to retreat and walk all the way back home. Thank you for the sub, Prodigy Lee. Yeah, every sub, everything does definitely help. Inflation is, well, coming to kill me as, well, an internet bill has gone up from $100 a month to $130 in order to not hit my data limits and still be able to upload in a timely manner. Good to catch you live finally at 11 p.m. Well, Prodigy, good. Thank you for stopping on by. Blade Master gonna go ahead and, well, try and continue to do more harassment. There is a lot of archers here. Demon Hunter could take a bit of damage, but there is a crystal ball now down out onto the field, so he will be able to quickly reveal that Blade Master when the time comes. Is this you? It Well, it is not the usual price in the U.S. The fact that I need to be able to stream, and I'm actually streaming to Facebook and on Twitch as well at 1080p, right? So that means I need about 10 to 15 megabits up a second in order to do that. And then on top of that, on top of that, unless you have a higher tier internet, they don't want they charge you for how much you use, right? So I think I have a terabyte of upload and download that I'm allocated every month. But if you think about it, the reason why my video quality is so good is that I allow the compression to be done on the YouTube side. So my videos are often like 8 to 10 gigabytes large. And I do 2 to 3 videos a day, so that means I'm doing about 40 gigabytes of uploads even before I do any of my actual work and my kids do any of their school work from home, and that's the reason why I need that. Your internet isn't unlimited? Nope, my internet is not unlimited. And well, and the strange thing and the worst part of it is that I don't actually have a choice for my internet. If I could, I would actually go with Google Fiber, who is significantly cheaper, has better uploads, and probably a bit more consistent as well. Anyways, enough side talk about internet. Let's go ahead and break things down here. Mass archers with Beastmaster, Quill Beast, Demon Hunter are going to try and get in and engage, and the Beastmaster does get surrounded, temporarily going to try to double back through, and the Beastmaster able to break through there. However, during that time, the archer is able to deal in quite a bit of damage and poking down one of those grunts already. Continuing to fight through here, Beastmaster dropping additional Quill Beast, and this is not a fight that I thought XeLSinG would want to be in. Paladyn actually having an absolute easy time here, as one or two archers at the most are going to fall in this engagement, and there you are, but it looks like a handful of grunts are going to fall as well. So both sides turning back around here. There is that one grunt here, grunt running into the arms of a demon hunter, and he gets one shot off. Is he going to be able to finish it off? There it goes. It gets taken down. Coming back through, more damage adding back the other way. 30 supply compared to 27. It's just the sheer number of units that Paladyn has that makes his, well, it's not just the sheer number of units. It's the fact that he has 20 supply in units compared to his opponent's 12. And on top of that, he has 2 additional summons. All right, Blade Master now looking to back up again after all this time. And the Blade Master is still sitting at level 1. Where is he going to try and run off to? As we do see a couple of, what is this? There were a number of watchtowers being placed down inside the middle of the forest, and they already have the fortified armor upgrades. All right, normally Turtle Rock is known as a map where you can pull off some shenanigans, hide something, move something around. But with, well, XeLSinG setting up watchtowers in the middle of this choke point here may start to actually confine his opponent without really even trying or realizing it. Damage is getting added up onto those giant sea turtles here. This is something that would normally not be able to be cleared out by just a lone Blade Master and a grunt, as the units are getting pulled back once more. Bestiary now getting added in, as those turtles are actually, well, walking quite far. Don't want to get that last shot off by that watchtower here. Grunt gonna walk up to it, give it a nice tap, take it down, give level 2 to that Blade Master, and continue these hit and run tactics. All right, static defense being used to take down a number of creeps as well. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle already looking to back away, trying to add in more damage here. And are you perhaps going to be using this location as a way to, yes, build a great hall right outside or somewhat close to his opponent's base here, as we see a potion of greater mana being used here. Now that it's been used on one side, is it going to be used on the other? And perhaps are we going to see the burning oil upgrade on these demolishers? The demolishers can add up quite a bit of damage and do it quickly onto the ground here. As you can see, the Ancient of War already down to 500 hit points, and now trying to, is it getting repaired? Yes, by those wisps. Coming back through, there should be a peons over here as well, trying to get in a bit of healing. There is some repairs underway, as we are looking at the gargantuan giant sea turtles being pushed on over. All right, in comes the engagement. Demon Hunter may try to come on across, get in some damage here, where while there is timing, there's a mana burn going down, and, well, we're looking at Paladyn saying thank you for the experience right there, as we're looking at the demolishers perhaps going to try and do a little bit of poking. There is one hawk overhead gaining and giving information and insight, as both sides are fighting their way through. Blade Master is sitting at level 3, picks up the Scroll of the Beast, as the units are now trying to back away again, and there is still a giant sea turtle right there. All right, more healing salves will be necessary, and, well, there was a denial right there. That grunt thinking to himself, yes, I made it back. All I need to do is get a healing salve. Come on, Blade Master, give me a healing salve. Not knowing he gave the order to the watchtower, an arrow in the back. Coming back through, Blade Master now going to move on in. Ancient of War taking quite a bit of damage. There's an ensnare onto that glaive thrower already. Repairs are already underway. Healing is already getting underway here. Demolishers, and in comes some Druids of the Talon as well. All right, ensnare onto the glaive thrower. Glaive thrower quickly gets taken down, as the units are now trying to back away once more. One raider was lost, but there was that trade for that glaive thrower and that Ancient of War. Ancient of Winds are getting constructed, a Chimera Roost in the back as well, as we are, well, nearing completion on the Great Hall in this center location. The watchtowers are tightly grouped together. Glaive thrower splash damage could potentially become a problem, as the Scroll of the Beast was used on the demolishers here to add in just a bit more damage. All right, pelting a little bit of damage back once again. However, and that Hawk with that, well, little bit of detection will be able to keep track of the Blade Master if it does try to come out and play. Blade Masters versus Demon Hunter and Beastmaster. Yes, a very classic old school style of game here. Mass archers as well as the Blade Master continuing to try and add up more damage. Staff of Preservation teleports the archer back home as the Blade Master unable to do much there. All right, Demolisher damage does add up very quickly. There are some repairs underway, but retreating with the Demolisher very difficult as the Demolisher is already down to 51 hit points. Quill Beast already chasing after this. Blade Master, is that Quill Beast going to be able to finish this off? That is the question there as we're trying to see it try and get saved. All right, one more shot down to 14 hit points and level 4 now given to the Blade Master as the Quill Beast just pushed the Blade Master over the edge. All right, this has been a rather strange game to say the least. Beastmaster kind of confined, Beastmaster and Demon Hunter kind of confined to their own neck of the woods. Chimera Roost now getting added. We are at Tree of Eternity, and the Beastmaster does want to get to level 3, perhaps for that the Thunderhawk that does get damage onto those demolishers quickly with that heavy magic damage here. Demon Hunter coming back around once more. It looks as though one more easy shot is going to finish it off. Demon Hunter does not get up to level 3, and the Orb of Venom damage doesn't really add up either. All right. Well, Peon dodging a little bit of that raining damage once again as the Blade Master does spot the Chimera Roost. And how is he going to respond in turn? Setting up a second Bestiary and now training up Bat Riders. All right, Great Hall is mining underway, and XeLSinG is just playing this rather strange game indeed. Mana Burn, Blade Master, Scroll of Town Portal, Transfer, Beastmaster able to stay alive here as the Blade Master being forced to retreat back. This is a crazy, off-the-wall, non-standard match in every sense of the word. And, well, normally, I mean, look at XeLSinG's base. XeLSinG's base looks like it could be tier 1 stronghold, however, and the fortified burrows indicating that it is going to be tier 2, but there's not much here. It is very sparse. It is this forward base that XeLSinG has established to try and gain an economic advantage over his opponent. There's a reveal right there. Blade Master wants to get, or Demon Hunter wants to get an Orb of Venom shot onto that Blade Master. A lot of damage added in here as the Demon Hunter tries to go to town onto the Bestiary and these other locations here. Watchtower trying to be built. Are we perhaps going to be seeing some ensnares? Watchtower is taken down. Beastmaster and coming in from the other side with Druids of the Talon and Archers trying to rack up that damage. There is some, well, Watchtowers here, but a beautiful flank by XeLSinG taking the long way round to get to his opponent's positioning and stop him from mining. All right, continuing the fight once more. Meanwhile, we are getting up a Tree of Life. That kind of game could happen 15 years ago on ladder. I think that this kind of game still happens 15 now. I mean, we're watching it here in 2021. All right. Troll Bat Riders going after the Demon Hunter, but Orb of Venom damage coupled with Dire Quill Beast able to rack up damage as well. It is not the Thunderhawk. Instead, it is the Quill Beast with that bloodlusted faster attack speed as the Blade Master now trying to go after all of these units here. There is, well, a Cyclone as the Druids of the Talon neutralizing that Blade Master now. All right, damage going to get added in. There's some more repairs. Demolishers trying to make their way back over. 41 supply compared to 45. XeLSinG is in a little bit of a trouble here as he's going to take down one of these raiders pretty easily. One more final shot. There it goes as the Beastmaster is getting closer and closer to about 3.5. All right, Demolishers trying to fend off the attack. Shadow Hunter finally joining out on the fight. Demon Hunter now making its way over. In comes the Demon Hunter trying to dive on in, unable to do so as there are just so many watchtowers as the units are now trying to regroup again. I can see Grubby do that on the stream. Yeah, when Grubby does it though, it is done at such a high level. And Grubby, because he is such a strong player, can pull off unorthodox strats against most players and still win. It's Infi who can pull off these crazy unorthodox strats against the best of the best players and still win. That absolutely dumbfounds me. Blade Master trying to take down this Tree of Life. That is not going to have any real luck as the Demon Hunter and the remaining units are now making their way back over. Staff of Teleportation going to, well, perhaps try and rejoin up with the army. Nope, not Not quite yet. There is the Dire Quill Beast that has True Shot aura coming in from the Beastmaster. Talk about getting the right item. Paladyn now with a 7% damage bonus for the majority of his units. Alright, Scroll of Speed off to the races. Blademaster very, very quick as the Demolisher now tries to retreat away. Blademaster now currently up in the air. A little bit of damage. There is a Windwalk Serpent Ward now being placed down. A little bit of poke damage indeed as the Demon Hunter with Mana Burn is going to be shutting down the Shadow Hunter with really no problem whatsoever. Alright, there's that Mana Burn once more trying to break free. Blademaster says, I'm trying to save you, buddy, but unable to do so as he uses his own potion of invulnerability. So don't forget about that man. No, I won't forget about that man. But then again, Tho Infi is the only one crazy enough to do these types of crazy random strategies while actually choosing random as a race. Beastmaster, Demon Hunter, Archers, Druids of the Talon now getting into position. Thunderhawk now in the air should be able to easily get some damage here. There is some watchtowers trying to poke and get a little bit of protection. Not quite sure why there isn't any watchtowers just simply behind the gold mine here. It would offer a bit of protection and really open things up once more as the Beastmaster now looking to go after the giant sea turtle and the sea turtle hatchlings. This is level 4 going up against a level 4, level 1 Shadow Hunter, not yet now back out onto the battlefield. But where is he? Shadow Hunter off. Well, it says it's alive. Nope, it does not say he's alive. It just looks like he's alive because it says his color is not black and white. All right, no hit points. He's still dead. So once beats someone with orc heroes only units, no units. Yeah, I think I've seen that as well. Alright, Chimeras. Oh, wow. Okay, quickly, Chimeras with level 1 armor actually able to be saved. Staff of Preservation actually missing onto the wrong Chimera right there. Units trying to retreat back as the Blade, or maybe perhaps the Blade Master. Well, Chimera is now going to be healed back up once more. Chimeras do have magic damage. They have a relatively limited range, and that fortified armor making a very big difference right there. I do not believe their suicide damage actually increases with their normal damage, allowing the Chimeras with their one armor to, well, really protect themselves. One armor upgrade to protect themselves. No liquid fire as well. That actually is a bit of surprise to try and limit the number of repairs. This Tree of Life would already be down now as the Chimera is able to blast apart the Demolishers in just 1 or 2 blows. Alright, trying to finish it off. That Tree of Life is now holding steady at 100 hit points. The Raiders were getting picked off slowly but surely, and the Shadow Hunter trying to retreat back, but XeLSinG really just going to retreat back to lick his wounds after losing 2 Demolishers, 2 Raiders, and having nothing to show for it. Liquid Fire would have been the absolute difference right there as the Blademaster now looks to retreat back. So many happenings all across the map here. Chimera, Roost, a second Ancient of Wind now getting added. More Druids of the Talon. Alright, I did say I would be surprised. It would be great to see the classic Druids of the Talon versus Blademaster Raiders, but that is not the matchup we are seeing here, as the Chimeras now with their ranged, long-ranged attack, almost attacking like Guardians in StarCraft Brood War, able to attack very, very far away without having to worry about the damage coming back in from the other side. Mana Burn onto the Demon Hunter, or from the Demon Hunter onto the Shadow Hunter there. Cyclone trying to pick things off. That is a lot of damage being absorbed by multiple units, as you're going to see another, well, Thunderhawk getting taken out. Alright, coming back through. Beastmaster back off to the north. Well, Druids of the Talon all wandering around here as well. Where are the units going to be going and traveling back off to next? Blademaster trying to take down this expansion of Paladyn, and we're just trying to do it mainly with the heroes. We are only sitting on a 38 supply army coming in from XeLSinG. Meanwhile, Paladyn is sitting on 65, but he's still unable to really properly close the door. Alright, it sounded like well, there was a suicide on to a Chimera right there to try and take it down. Troll Bat Riders, where the ends justify the means. Now level 4, level 1, still Chimera perhaps wants to get a little bit more armor upgrades if possible, but we don't see that just quite yet. 65 supply compared to 70. Troll Bat Riders looking for easy targets to try and burst down here in just a second. Blade Master going after a Druid of the Talon, and the Blade Master trying to finish off unit after unit, taking down one unit, taking down another unit, taking down another unit there. So 3 units from that Blade Master, and now looking to back away once more. Coming back through, Shadow Hunter sitting at level 1, healing salves, more watchtowers being placed down, and the watchtowers may not work out well. What may not work out well, as there are in fact chimeras out in play ready to get into that burst damage here. Troll Bat Riders making their plays out here. All right, full Troll Bat Rider is going to try to dive on in. Chimera gets staffed up, preservation out at just the last possible moment, and the Demon Hunter says, you know what, let's go ahead and try and finish some of you guys off here, as the Chimera is purposely retreating back. 1, 2, 3, oh! And the Moonwells saving the Chimera just in time. All right. Ends justify the means, but all the Bat Riders really did was sacrifice themselves so that it could drain the Moonwells right during nightfall. That is not a strong proposition at all, as the Tree of Eternity is now on the move now that the main bases are done mining. Staff of Preservation, however, will not teleport back to a safe location at all, as the Chimeras look to take down some of these watchtowers. Watchtower number 1 could get taken down very quickly. What are they doing? Why are they trying to reposition themselves and actually get in within range? Not quite. Some ends justify some moon juice. Yep. Chimeras now making their way around once more. 63 supply compared to 40. XeLSinG does have a large number here. No Dryads, and no easy way to try and add poison damage to all of those units here. You can see Fairy Fire on them, so they're taking bonus damage. That negative armor making them take 22% additional damage, as the Chimera now trying to go after a Blade Master here. Tree of Eternity also walking around as well, as we see 3 Chimeras out and a couple of Hippogriffs brought over to perhaps try and poke down some of those Troll Bat Riders. All right, Troll Bat Riders, however, flying above those watchtowers, not really worried at all. There goes another unit there, as the Chimeras could get teleported back out here in just a moment. Another Orb of Venom could actually work wonders to try and focus down those Troll Bat Riders, as the Troll Bat Riders Staff of Preservation, but still finds a target to finish off. All right, the Chimera was already down, not at maximum health, and that was just enough to tip it over the edge, as the Troll Bat Riders trying to back away again. 1 Hippogriff keeping track, keeping sight across over here. A Tree of Eternity perhaps going to try and be moved over. And what would be interesting is if he actually ate some of the trees or was able to come in from the backside here. Chimera is now looking to engage, perhaps take down some of those watchtowers, as the Chimeras are pushing on through. XeLSinG, his army is consisting, a lot of it is consisting of watchtowers that you would not know, that is not added into the supply count. Blade Master now trying to retreat back out. There is another, Orb of Lightning purging down the Chimera. Chimera could have some bad days as well. Is it going to be able to back away, as the Troll Bat Rider does not suicide right there? Blade Master able to retreat back once more. Meanwhile, Beastmaster in that front line spot, trying to absorb all of that damage, finishing off more of those units. Beastmaster sitting at level 4 strongly, but is going to be forced to back away, as the Druids of the Talon unable to deal that much damage because of the fortified armor on those watchtowers. Demon Hunter trying to take down the Troll Bat Rider here. Tree of Eternity, Liquid Fire, however, going to make it difficult to try and root at all, as the Troll Bat Rider is going to have some free target practice against this Paladin here. All right, there is the Liquid Fire. Repairs are not going to be able to be. Chimeras are now trying to retreat back, and that's what I mentioned earlier. Moving that Tree of Eternity is actually a bit of a problem, as all of a sudden the Staff of Preservation is the Staff of Quick Death, as you teleport right next to your opponent's army. All right, another Troll Bat Rider could get taken down. It does get taken down here. Tree of Eternity looking to haunt this gold mine here in just a second. 54 supply compared to 41, and it looks like Paladin does not know how to close out the door here against XeLSinG. All right, Troll Bat Rider does finally get taken down. 1 lone Demon Hunter by himself, able to finish off the Troll Bat Rider, who was doing hit and run tactics against the Tree of Life to prevent any mining. And there we have it once more, unable to mine at all. Coming back around, Tree of Eternity is haunting this gold mine, so it is still 2 gold mines to 1, and this gold mine here still has plenty of gold in the center. Demon Hunter coming back around, hoping to get in some damage on finish off that Troll Bat Rider, does do exactly that, and now up to level 5. Paladyn back up to 61 supply. It looks like he's found his opponent's weakness, and it is just Attrition being able to win out these battles extremely slowly to claw its way through. Beastmaster trying to come back around, Cyclone picking up some units, Chimeras are back here as well, and in comes the engagement. Chimeras, 3 Chimeras out and about, going perhaps after some of these other buildings, other watchtowers, and these watchtowers could easily get taken down in a no time flat. Watchtower needing only 2 more blasts. If it actually had fortified armor, it would have been taken down much more quickly. Mana Burn coming across onto the Blade Master here, as the Blade Master now going to be forced to try and retreat back. More Chimera Blast. There goes another trying to poke through, but the Serpent Wards being summoned straight up underneath going to be causing a problem, but they are only level 1 Serpent Wards here, as we're looking at the Tree of Eternity. Liquid Oil and Burning Fire. Alright, I forgot there is actually a difference in those abilities. Was wondering why the Demolishers were not able to stop the repairs on that Tree of Eternity here, as the Chimeras looking to finish things off. Alright, more Chimera Serpent Wards, level 2 variety now in play here, as the Scroll of Town Portal, where to go back across here, trying to save the Tree of Life, and does exactly that, able to save that Tree of Life, who was down to 300 hit points. He uprooted to purposely not have fortified armor to save a little bit of damage from that Troll Bat Rider. Alright, Troll Bat Rider gonna find another Chimera here. Paladyn now down to 52 supply compared to 43, and is this the beginning of the end here, as the Blade Master now continuing to go after this Beastmaster. Beastmaster summons some more units here, trying to create a little bit of protection. Meanwhile, the Tree of Eternity takes quite a bit of damage as well. There's some repairs getting underway, as the Serpent Wards are just slowly poking away, providing cover for the Demolishers to finish their job. Alright, coming back through, there's a little bit of damage trying to take down those watchtowers. A quick blast, one more shot should finish it off. There goes another Demolisher right there to save that Tree of Eternity, as the Chimeras look to finish off another watchtower. 1 or 2 more rounds should do it. There it goes, finally getting taken down. Blade Master without an Orb of Lightning, unable to, no, it does have the Orb of Lightning, but unable to catch up to the Chimera to finish it off. More repairs are underway. Raiders are here. No ensnares, just Serpent Wards dropping down again. 2 Demolishers here, adding up more damage. And this is still a crazy game. 54 supply compared to 46. This is not your standard game whatsoever. Maybe a standard game on the ladder, as the Chimera is finding and looking to perhaps burst down that Demolisher once more. Finds the target again. Alright, still no clear-cut winner. Demon Hunter now going after some of those Serpent Wards. Druids of the Talon trying to fight back. Shadow Hunter now finally out of mana. Cyclone neutralizing a Raider. That unit is going to be out of the fight for quite some time, as the Demon Hunter could be in a little bit of trouble, down to 150 hit points, but finishes off the Shadow Hunter, and then Staff of Preservation's back once again. Alright, a lot of low hit point Druids of the Talon. Blade Master may be able to finish off many of those units the other way. There goes another Chimera once again. 44 supply compared to 34, but look at this here. There's probably not like 400 hit points between all of those units, and the Demolisher finding the right damage. Blade Master, Blade Storm is ready to pull the trigger, and if Blade Storm finds this entire backside, including the Demon Hunter, that could be the death of Paladyn and his army. Alright, a little bit of bonus damage right there. Blade Master going to go after some of those easy targets, and yes, he's going to go after them. They're going after that Beastmaster here. There is an ensnare down Scroll of Town Portal. Alright, going after now the Druids of the Talon, who are also low on hit points. They're going to be teleporting nearby, and there they are once more, going after those units again. Beastmaster trying to run away. Blade Master closing in on that distance, getting in a little bit more damage again and again, and the Beastmaster could get taken down. As the Blade Master gets a purge off right there. Scroll of Town Portal, Mana Burn, and it still gets taken down. No Windwalk Strike there at well. A 208 and a 176 critical strike following up each other right there. Blade Master, however, now needs to retreat back. Demon Hunter does have Boots of Speed. Orb of Venom is getting a little bit of damage over time, but now, even with Fairy Fire, unable to catch up, as the Blade Master with that Boots of Speed able to break away Fairy Fire will reveal where he's running to, and that could be a difference right there as we're looking at the Chimera looking to take down another Watchtower here. As this happens, as more and more Watchtowers get taken down, the Demon Hunter now going to get closer and closer to level 6 himself, as we now see a mana burn exchange once more. All right, trying to finish things off. We are still mining away here. This is still 2 bases to 1 after all of this time. There go a couple of ensnares, as the Chimera could have a very bad day here in just a moment. All right, Druids of the Talon trying to fight back around the other side. More Cyclones, more Fairy Fire being brought over. Raiders unable to catch back up as the Blade Master able to get in some damage onto that Chimera. There's a Purge, and now going to try and finish it off. 1 or 2 more shots. It does get taken down as the Blade Master now, well, picked back up into the air. All right, Demon Hunter going to perhaps attempt a surround onto the Blade Master. Blade Master down to 129 hit points, down to 73, 32. It gets taken out, and now we see Paladyn getting up to level 6. What does a level 6 Paladyn mean? It means Superman Metamorphosis going to come online, going to transform, and then go after these Watchtowers. Here, there it is now. Chaos Splash range damage indeed. Finishing off peons, finishing off units could be the better choice right there to try and hit those units as they attempt to retreat away. Chimera taking a little bit of damage there. There's a little bit of splash damage. Metamorphosis, well, that splash damage right there taking down the peons who are trying to repair the towers, as the Demon Hunter looking very strong as well. All right, finishing off another Orc Burrow could be easy play. Chimera now looking to back away. 59 supply as the Beastmaster is back out onto the battlefield, but he is still, or he's back out in life, but he is not onto the battlefield just quite yet. Blade Master looking to join back in on the battle. Shadow Hunter back out here. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter going after all of this here and able to take down the Great Hall. And it's going to be, well, 2 bases to 0 as Paladyn hangs on to this match, and it should be Airy to carry himself the rest of the way. All right. In comes a little bit more Purge as well. Chimera going to get taken down. This does give level 4 to the Shadow Hunter. Are we going to see a great turnaround in the final moments of this match? Where is the Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter is back across here. Beastmaster is back out as well. 1 Chimera and a Thunderhawk looking to finish off a couple of things. Hippogriff providing a bit of cover too. All right, Demon Hunter looking to take down some of these units. Blade Master going after an easy Druid of the Talon. No Cyclone to try and pick him back off. No, well, there's a mana burn, and there's the Cyclone finally as the units making their way around. All right, continuing this battle here. Beastmaster, Raiders, Shadow Hunter, and that in fact is going to be the game. XeLSinG unable to close out the door as Paladyn able to outlast his opponent, even with a questionable tree Eternity migration did end up costing a couple of units, but in the end was still enough to protect, as well, Paladyn gets the win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.